So if you are ready to risk all those, let's dive What if I give you an option, a choice to make? 100 certificates you have to write manually or 100 certificates that can be generated automatically? Which option will you choose? Yes, I know most of us will preferably go on selecting the option which says how to generate automatically thousands of certificates without involving manual efforts. Well, hello everyone, my name is Ankita. I am your friendly neighborhood educator, and today I'm here to let you know how just in 40 minutes, 0 rupees, just by using 3 free Google apps, you can create your own auto-generated certificates without seeking help from others and without depending on others. Now, the question is, each recipe has secret ingredient, right? What's the secret ingredient in your recipe, Ankita? So today when we learn about auto-generated certificates, I'll tell you about one secret extension that can help you solve all your problems in just 40 minutes. Now, moving forward, that particular extension is also of zero cost. It means you do not have to pay anything to Google while using those resources. However, while using multiple sites and using multiple resources available on Google, you are automatically giving your privacy and all your data that's already there. If you are ready to accept all those risks, let's dive directly into the video. So hi, now we are on my computer screen. I have opened Chrome as my browser, and now I'm going to open all the 3 websites or all the 3 Google apps that I was talking about. The first one is Forms. So I'll go here on the Google Hub, I'll click on Forms, move to a new tab, change my account. Remember, your account should be same. Again, I'll click here this time I had to click select slides. So we have Google Form open, Google Slides open, and then the third app, which is Excel, will open automatically once our form is being created. So now we'll go back and click on Google Forms. So now we are going to create a blank form in order to collect the responses and auto-generate the certificate. So for example, I want to create a form with the name participation certificate. The first question, which is obviously that you're going to ask, is the email of the user. Why email? Because then that certificate which is being generated will be shared with the person directly to their mail. Now, after asking email, what all requirements do you have in order to fulfill in your certificate? For example, I'll now go here back and I'll open a blank presentation on Google Slides. Now I'm quickly going to design one certificate, or I can just go on here on the themes. I can select this theme, which will just be my demo certificate. Now, for example, if you have already a certificate, so you have to keep in mind that you have to remove details like name, the date if it's changing for person to person, but basically the name, so that the user enters their name and it gets printed on the certificate and it gets delivered to them. Now, for example, this is the base. I'll just go on Google, search for any random logo that I can find. So let's say this is the logo that I want to be printed on my certificate. Control V, at the center, and then I'll go insert a text box where I'll write participation certificate. Cool. I'll put it here at the center, make the size big. Whatever designing aspect that you want to add, you can do that. I'm just making one simple certificate to make you understand how auto-generating certificates work. After this, there will be again one more line which says this is to certify dash has attended the workshop on dash day. Then again I'll duplicate it, and then just this side I'll write signature of person 1 and tap signature of person 2. Now I'm going to decrease the size of this, and you can just insert your digital signatures here, but before that I'll again going to take a digital signature sample from here. Okay, we'll take this one. I'm going to save it. I'm going to use one of the wonderful sites, the lifesaver sites called remove.bg. So I'm opening a new tab, remove.bg. This particular site helps in removing all the background details from an image and make it transparent. So I'll just download it, I'll drag and drop it here, and I'll put it here. Now I don't want this key, I'll just crop it. I guess this will now work. Fine, cool. So now I'll just make it small, put it here, Control D, and put it here. So this is my certificate sample ready. You can make any sample or you can take any design of your choice. Just remember the entries that is user specific, that can change from person to person, needs to be vacant on your Google slide. Now this is to certify that. Here what you want user's first name to be written or user's full name to be written. So you will do what? You'll just go to insert again, and you will take a text box. Just put it here and just write full name inside these angular brackets. Please note the angular brackets. There will be 2 opening angular brackets and 2 closing angular brackets. Fit it here, make it. Now the smart game that you have to play is that you have to understand there are people who have name as big as you can't even imagine. So for that you have to make this space for name quite big. So it's better to make the space big. If the name is short, it will fit. If the name is big, it will fit. Make it bold. If you want to increase the size, you can increase it. If you want to put it down, just select the box. I think now it's fine. Make it more big. Full name. Now suppose if you want it to be of a different color, just select the color. Control D, and I want here, I'll just tag it with something called day. So you come here to your form. Now after email, just duplicate it and write full name. Now here the participant is going to fill their full name. Duplicate this question. Now the question is, you attended workshop on, and then you just put it as multiple choice, and option 1 Wednesday, option 2 Thursday. Done. It's done. Now I think the form is complete. Is it? All right. Yep. Now you can preview your form from here. So as soon as the person enters their email, it's tagged with email, full name, day of workshop, all the details will be filled here, and then it will be shared with the participant. Yes, the form is complete now. Now the next step is naming your form. So you can write participation certificate sample 101. This is my form name. You can name it anything that you want. Now just go to responses. Now as soon as you click on responses, you will find this option of link to sheets. But before that, let's check our setting. Do not make your form a quiz. response, you should collect. If you click on collect email address, it will automatically collect email address, but though I have already asked for email address, I'm not going to click here. Next is restrict user. So I will not restrict user to a particular organization. Anyone with their Gmail ID can fill the form, but I will limit to one response. So I don't want people getting multiple certificates after filling the form one time. You can switch it on, switch it off as per your requirement. Now coming again back to responses, link to sheets. Now it says create a new spreadsheet with the same name as the name of the form. I'm okay with it. I'll click on create. Now, as told in the beginning, there will be 3 apps of Google utilized here: Google Forms, Slides and Sheets. Here all the 3 of them are. Now one main thing to prepare a digital auto-generated certificate is an extension which is called AutoCrat. So how do you get an extension? So as soon as you open your Excel sheet, you get this tab of extensions. Just click on it and go on add-ons and then get an add-ons. Now when you go to get add-ons, you have to click on AutoCrat. It says it's already installed, so I'm not going to do it, but for you, you have to click on it. There will be a pop-up of saying installation. Just do the installation and you are done. Now after you have done the installation, again click on extension, and here at the bottom all your extensions that are being installed will be shown. So I will click on AutoCrat and I will launch it. Now as soon as I launch my job or my extension, a pop-up will come like this which says there are no new jobs. So I will create a job. I will give this extension a task to perform. So I'll click on new job, and the first question it asks me, what is your job name? So I'll take the same name, Control C, Control V, and then I'll move forward. Now it says choose a template which is going to be your this certificate. Yes, so again I'm going to name the certificate also, but instead of participation, just to avoid confusion, I'll name it certificate sample 101. Now I'll come back to my extension and I will go from drive because it's there. Anything that you do on Google apps, it's there in the drive. I'll go on the drive and I can see that my certificate is here at the top. I'll select it, click on the select button and then wait, done, next. Now I'm going to do the mapping. Now to do mapping, the first thing is, let me see, first question, it says full name. I want to map full name with the certificate's full name. It's mapped. I want to map day of the certificate with you attended workshop on. So I will click on the drop down, you attended workshop on. So as soon as a person fills you attended workshop on Wednesday, on the certificate, instead of day, Wednesday will be printed. As soon as a person says my name is Ankita Yadav, on the certificate it will be printed Ankita Yadav. Click on next. Now what is a file name? File name, for example, if you are sharing a certificate on a mail, that particular certificate is a file. It is going to have a name. So what name do you want to give your certificate? So you can just say certificate, or I want it to be more personalized and I want that it should be name of the person and then certificate written. For example, Ankita Yadav's certificate. So I'll tag again Ankita Yadav, which is full name from here. Control V here, Control S, apostrophe S and certificate. Now how did I do it? Again, just go to this arrow, select whatever you want, Control V, which is paste, and then write the other details. Now I want it to be shared in the form of PDF, not Google Slides. Done? Fine. And please see the other options. It will be multiple output mode, and then you click on next. You can select any destination from the drive. I like to just skip this step and move to next. Again next, again next. Now share docs and send email. Do you want to share the document? Yes, I want to. It should be shared in the form of PDF. Allow collaborators to share. Do you want any collaborators? So if your Google form has collaborators in it, so do you want any collaborators to share? Yes, you can click on yes. And then you have send from generic no reply address. Now when you are making Google form, your ID is there. So do you want your personal ID to be mentioned every time the certificate is delivered to different people, or do you want to say that no reply? We receive emails which do not have any specific email address. Instead it says no reply. So if you want that thing to be mentioned, just click here yes. Now here is the main part. To whom do you want to send the mail or share the certificate with? The email of that person. Now again select it, Control V, type in subject. Here is your certificate, the subject of your mail. As soon as a person will receive the certificate, they will have a subject written on their mail. Here is your certificate. You can write dear, and then again name of the person, personalization, right? Copy it, Control V. Dear Raghav, dear Ankita, kindly find your certificate. Done. And then you just click on next. Do you want it to run from a trigger? Yes. Do you want a run on time trigger? No. Just click it, confirm it. Remember, it's always yes at the first, no in the second one. So run on form trigger yes, and the second one will be no. Yes, no, and then you just save your job. Now go to send, go to this link option, shorten your URL and share this link with anyone you think deserves the participation certificate. Click on it. Now let's see if I'm getting a certificate or not. So I'll write my personal email ID here. It has been submitted. Now as soon as you submit it, as a person who has made this entire auto generation certificate, you have the access to sheet, you have the form and slides. So you can open your sheet and you can see it says document successfully created, and you can just make it big and read document successfully merged, PDF is created and email is sent. Now just let me go and check my email. I'll come here, go to my mail and see if I've received or not. Yep, here is your certificate. No reply. From no reply, so instead of my name it says no reply and the domain remains the same. Dear Ankita Yadav, as a dear full name, kindly find your certificate. So here is your certificate. This is how you can make an auto-generated job where its task is to send certificate as soon as someone fills your Google form. I hope this helped you. Thank you.